Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all things coffee and hair. I thought it'd be fun because they're my two favorite things, to have a little coffee date with you guys, a virtual coffee date with you guys, and talk about all things hair. So I'm excited because in today's video, I'm gonna share with you my journey thus far in the hair industry and kind of what got me to this point. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. I grew up with an aunt who did hair, and so I was always in the salon watching her, getting my hair done. Probably like 4th grade, honestly, was the first time I've gotten my hair highlighted. So because of that, and I really found it intriguing to watch how she did things, highlighting, especially foiling, blondes. Like, I feel like it's no coincidence at all that that's still my favorite thing, because I just loved watching her do it. Honestly, since I was in 2nd grade, I wanted to pursue being a hairstylist. So fast forward to high school, I kind of was unsure just because I was a basketball player and I was like, do I want to pursue basketball or do I want to just go straight into hair? And I thought, you know what, no, this is my career. This is full-time forever. I'm not going to play basketball forever. So I ditched the basketball idea and I was like, I'm just going to pursue hair. But I ended up actually going to a year of Bible school in Texas first before I started hair school, just so I could kind of establish myself, build a foundation for myself before going out on my own. And then when I came home, I started hair school, and it took me 11 months to complete hair school, and those were some pretty fun months. But I will not lie, there were definitely times where I was like, is this for me? I don't know. Hair school, if you've ever been through it, it's not easy. You're kind of limited to the very, very basic pieces of doing hair. You can't really branch out and experiment a whole lot because you're learning, and it's necessary. There are a lot of beauty school dropouts. They didn't have enough of a passion to do hair and work with people that much to finish school. Anyway, 11 months later, I finished school. And then my aunt owns a salon in Spokane, where I'm from. And so it was really sweet because I just got into that. I was able to just start right away, and I didn't have to worry about going through an interview. I just was able to hop in. The one setback was it's renting a booth, and there was no guaranteed clientele. And so I had to start from scratch and build a clientele. The majority of my clients at that time came from just me putting myself out there and word of mouth. It can take a really long time to build a clientele. So I started renting a booth in my aunt's salon. I loved it, but I definitely went through a stage where I was pretty stressed out financially. I had conversations with my dad. My dad's a business owner, and I was like, Dad, you know what? And I remember this night that I was talking to him, and I was like, I think I like to do hair, but the business side of things is just not at all my passion. I didn't want to put myself out there, probably partly because I was new at hair and I didn't feel like I had any credit on me to put myself out there and market myself. I didn't have great pictures. I wasn't really great at what I was doing. I just was mediocre. So I felt kind of awkward putting myself out there. Because of all those factors, I was like, I don't think the business side is for me. I considered for a while stopping at my aunt's salon and going to get a job at a different salon in town that would just pay me salary and commission, and they would bring in my clients. And then that way I knew I was going to work 9 to 5, come home every 2 weeks, I'd get a paycheck. I was like, that's probably better for me because this just isn't working. Something wasn't working. I was starting to lose my desire for doing hair. I remember that conversation. I never did anything about it. I was very discontent in the first few years of my career. I was back and forth with, do I want to do hair? Do I not? I ended up getting second jobs. I worked at a gym. I worked at, where did I work? I did a few different things. So then I ended up actually getting a part-time job with my dad. And that was awesome in more ways than I could have ever imagined, because I was doing marketing for his business. And so because of that, I learned a ton of tools that I've been able to implement now, which I'll get into later, of marketing and being able to market yourself correctly. I'm no pro at it, that's for sure, but I'm so thankful for those years because I learned so much. I was mostly doing hair, but I still had a little bit of a steady income as well. Then I met my husband, and I kind of got, you know, I credit him for encouraging me to really start marketing myself more. At that time, I didn't even have like a Facebook page for my hair. No one knew what I did. I had pictures of hair that I was doing, nothing. So I ended up starting a Facebook page, an Instagram page for hair, and it was really ugly back then. Wow, like you gotta start somewhere though, you know? I got married. So I gave up my clientele back home. I gave them to people that I trusted. I moved to Canada and I didn't know what I was gonna end up doing. If you aren't familiar with the process of immigration, it's not easy. I do have to wait for a work visa. Typically it took 3 to 4 months. Mine ended up taking 7 months. 7-ish, 8-ish months. I was without work for that long. It really gave me time to think, is hair what I really want to do? If I'm being honest, the first like 4-ish months, I did not miss hair at all. My personality needs a challenge, so I'm gonna have to do something for work. Back to when I first was deciding what I wanted to do, one of the biggest encouragements for me to do hair was the fact that I was gonna have flexibility with my schedule, and owning your own business, you're able to do that. And I love that for when I want kids, because I'm able to have that flexibility to be home with my kids if I need to. I think it was around like 5-ish, 6-ish months of no work and not really knowing what I was gonna end up doing that I started really missing hair. I went through a stage of like, what do I want to pursue? Health and fitness, because that's a passion of mine. Something that I could own my own business, because I started missing that part of it, and I was like, this is what I need, this is what I want. It would be so nice to create something amazing. Why wouldn't I use what I went to school for and actually pursue that and have my own business with it? Hair is for me. I love helping people. I love talking with people and listening. Listening is a big desire of mine. I think people need that more. Hair is that perfect avenue. Why would I give that up? Ended up getting my work visa like 7, 8-ish months into it. And then I began working at a commission salon to start for like the first 4 to 5 months of being here. Realized quickly that commission was just not for me. I couldn't be under someone else's schedule. I didn't have the freedom to build what I envisioned and I wanted for my client experience, the products that I wanted to use, my social media, and how I was able to put myself out there, building a website, all these things I couldn't really do as I wanted to being at this commission salon. But I knew I was taking a risk, because being new to a town and building a clientele is already hard, as I said before. And so being new to a town and then building a clientele from scratch is just not easy. I knew there were a few people from this salon that would follow me, but I was like putting myself out there. I said, you know what? If people want me to do their hair bad enough, they'll find me. I'm gonna put myself out there on Instagram, Facebook. I'm gonna build a website. I'm gonna do all these things, and I'm gonna be consistent with it. And I'm gonna trust that like people will follow me and find me if they want. And then I will just have to build, and I'll be patient with the process. And guys, that's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm in the middle of building, and it's not easy, and some days are really hard and some weeks are really hard, but I love what I do, and so it makes it worth it. And I have this extra time to pursue creating content, which is something else that I really, really am passionate about, is helping people in more ways than just one. So not just in the salon giving you the hair that you want, but educating you and creating things that are helpful for you outside the salon. Content like this where you can watch it and you can get to know me and my journey and my story and my life. So I love the extra time that I have building a clientele now from scratch. Plus, addition, I love the salon that I'm at. The girls there, if you're watching this, I love where I'm at, and I honestly wouldn't change it for anything. It's been a journey for me for sure with hair. I've definitely had ups and downs of, man, what am I gonna do? And I don't know still to this point. Like, I'm pursuing whatever comes in my way that I'm like, this is my passion. I love this. We'll see what that happens to be down the road as it continues to grow and blossom. But this has been my journey so far. If anything that I want you to get out of this video is just an encouragement to you that if you are kind of in the middle of figuring out what you want to do, maybe you're doing something right now that you pursued because you really had a passion for it, but you're kind of losing it. Maybe you have no idea where to start and you're like working at Tim Hortons because you're trying to just save money for school. Keep doing what's next. I put up a post on my Instagram a while back, and it was something that someone told me at Bible school actually that really hit me hard, and it was, if you don't know what to do what's next. And as simple as that is, it's so true. If you don't know what to do, that's totally okay. Just keep moving day to day. I don't know what the future holds, but what I know is that right now I'm following the leading from the Lord that I feel like He's putting in my life. through prayer and reading and just trusting his plan for my life. And then I'm also just doing like things that take courage, putting myself out there. Like a lot of the times I feel kind of like an imposter because I'm doing things that are really out there, and I'm a beginner and I'm learning, and I'm not great at it yet. It can be a little intimidating, and so if you're in that, like, just keep pursuing what you love and trust the process, and each day is going to lead you to something new, which is awesome. And this is not groundbreaking, guys. I'm sure you've heard this before, but I think what I want to say is that with all of my journey thus far and sharing it with you, my purpose is just to encourage you. Honestly, who knows what our future holds? Let's just pursue today what we love and what we feel like we're called to and led to. For me, that's serving people in any way that I can. Be encouraged and try to find contentment with where you're at right now. It's all a part of the journey and it's really fun. I just wanted to share with you my journey in the hair industry so far, what led me to where I am now. I love what I'm doing. I'm independent. I'm able to serve my clients in the ways that I feel like they need and deserve to be served. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't even take a sip of my coffee. I feel like I should do that. I seriously love coffee. If you guys like this, subscribe below, comment below, let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see more of. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.